Hello Leo, and welcome to your weekly reading for June 11th through to 18th. That's it. Yes. Okay. Be quite a short reading, it's just to give you a heads up for the week ahead, and I will only be drawing 3 cards. And we will start off with just one ping of the sound bowl. So you can join me if you like on a nice breath in and exhale. Okay, Leo, let us see what the week is bringing you. Okay, 3 cards. The theme for the week, the unexpected, and advice from Spirit. Oh. Justice wants to jump out there, Leo. But I ain't taking justice. I ain't taking jumpers. Right. Theme. 3 of Wands. Okay. Unexpected. 4 of Pentacles. And the advice from Spirit is we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. So I've got some very kind of literal messages that are coming forward. So I will just go through that first of all. The theme that you're exploring this week has all to do with a period of kind of just keeping your head down and working on something. If I show you these all together, all right. 3 of Wands talks about kind of waiting. You see the Bushman, he is working really, really hard to build that fire. That fire also represents his spiritual energy, his passion. Fire and Wands is really to do with work and what we do in our day-to-day lives, but it can take time, all right? So for some of you, you've been working on some sort of project and you are just trying to keep the fire going or even start the fire. So it's like all the groundwork that's been happening. So if you're working on a particular project or something in the workplace or even a sideline hustle, a hobby, whatever the case may be, it is something that you are just kind of trying to get the embers to burn, all right? Trying to get that spark in because you feel you're on that stage of creativity. It's number 3, which talks about in numerology about a catalyst, the secret ingredient that you are now putting into this fire that you're building. And the fire represents your passion, your motivation, your sense of spirit, okay? So there's been something that you've been dealing with and working on. For some of you, it could be as it relates to like a spiritual practice and a spiritual thing that you've been working on and is taking some time. For others of you, it is work related. And for others of you, because we're talking about embers and we're talking about the spark, okay, for some of you, you may be working on a relationship or working within yourself so that you can bring a relationship into your life. But whatever it is, it's kind of hard. It's not hard going. It's just something that you are working on. Okay. Trouble is, over the course of the week, you may be feeling like it's taking too damn long. Okay, so that's what you're really exploring. You are looking at what you put in versus what you get out. You're looking at how much energy and is required to bring something to light. You know, he makes a fire to bring something to light, to bring the spark into existence. It's like you are in that creation phase at the moment of creating. But things do slow down and it feels like things are taking too long. But know that when you do what you need to do, because you invested so much time into that, it will have more of a trajectory moving forward. Okay, so for example, if some of you are working on yourself in terms of loving yourself so that you can bring in a new relationship that's going to meet you on the same level, it is important you spend a long time on yourself because then it will pay off, right? Just the same as in like a working or creative project that you're working on. So allow yourself within yourself to recognize that while things may take time to spark into existence, all right, into something that you can actually work with. You can work with the element of fire because you can use it to create, okay? You can cook on it, you can burn metals on it, you know, whatever the case may be. know that within yourself, the time that it takes to nurture something into existence and to work with that energy really means that you're learning it with an adept skill. Okay, so now's the time that's actually you are learning more than you realize. You may be wanting in your head to jump ahead and move ahead to the finish line, or to just like a result of some sort so that you can see physically. But because you're sort of working in the potential energy still, you've got work behind you, you've done some groundwork. It's excellent, it's fantastic, but because you're taking it to the next level, you may be wanting it to just be done already. But know that as it takes time, there's a lot that's going on at a deeper level, which is beautiful. Okay, so what is unexpected for you this time, this week, is the Four of Pentacles. Now, for some of you, well, we've got two big things that are coming through. Number one, it's saying while you're in this phase of breathing something to life, okay, it is important that you just hold back a little bit as it relates to your expenses or your spending habits, as it relates to, don't jump the gun here, because he's actually lying on a magic carpet. Now, as we know, a magic carpet should be flying, but he wants to be rooted down. He is sleeping on his magic carpet, so he's not using the carpet in for what it's used for. And what this is saying to me is that it's actually, what you didn't see coming is that there may be a need just to sort of tighten the purse strings this week. Just be a little bit conservative about any spending habits that you have, all right? And you may have an opportunity just to be a little bit more in your own comfort zone. Okay, because he's snoozing, he needs to comfort himself with what he has. Now, these things we may think, okay, well, no, I'm on a bit of a roll here. I want things to happen. This would therefore be unexpected because you're not expecting that actually you need to hold back. Okay, so what, and I'm not meaning in terms of hold back with a fire. You're building the fire, you're making that happen. That's happening anyway, right? But what's unexpected is that there may also be, in order to kind of keep that momentum going, it's important that you rest as well. It is also equally important that you don't give too much away this week. Any ideas that you have, anything that you're building, any of the passion, any of the internal work, you may feel like you want to express it to other people. Like, for example, if you're doing a lot of internal spiritual work, you might find something that really kind of sparks your energy. You really are finding a connection within yourself, and perhaps you want to talk to everyone about it and they might not get it. I think it's just really important this week that you just keep these ideas to yourself, harness it within, because all this work that you're doing is actually for your sense of security as it relates to your Four of Pentacles. Four is stability, it's earth. Pentacles is earth, okay? That is what you are creating, and so you don't see it coming. But I do feel like there's going to be an opportunity this week where you can just kind of go within your shell, have some comfort, have some sleep, do some restorative rest and recuperation, and don't give too much away just yet, because this Three of Wands, whatever you're working on, be it spiritual, be it work, be it romance, whatever it is for you this week, it is still in a very delicate stage, okay? You're building the fire, it's coming, right? But it's not fully taken yet. So it's really important that you nurture it. It's like growing seeds, okay? And you put it in the little boxes with in the miniature nurseries that you can buy, where they have the cover, so it's nice and warm, so they can really take root, okay? And you don't want to jeopardize that, because if you suddenly plant it outside in the more raw weather systems, it may not take. So I feel like it's really important this week that you just nurture it. Do whatever it can to nurture yourself, and to not be impulsive this week. All right. Now, the message from Spirit is a Knight of Cups. Okay. So what Spirit here is basically saying is that all the stuff that you're working on, you're working with your element of passion, you're working with your fire Leo. I mean, that's your sign anyway, that you know how that element works. You can make it work for you. It can be extremely purifying energy, it can be destructive energy, it can create, it can break down like plants in order for the ash to birth new plants into existence. You know your element, Leo. It's wonderful. But what Spirit here is saying is bring the heart into it a bit more. Okay, so advice in Spirit is that now it's time, it's really important that this week, as you nurture yourself and you breathe this new beginning into existence, it's something you've begun before, but you are kind of working on that fire, on that sense of spirit within yourself. Can you incorporate the heart? Bring the heart into the situation. Okay, so if you are working on a relationship, it's about move with the heart. Allow yourself to be idealistic. Allow yourself to be romantic. Allow yourself to be romantic within yourself as well. And romantic, I mean, romantic doesn't always talk about love and sex and all that jazz. Romantic talks about kind of idealism, daring to dream, being in a kind of ethereal kind of energy. It's really beautiful. And so what Spirit here is trying to say is bring the heart into the equation. You're doing everything else, okay? You're doing the nurturing. You're protecting what is yours this week. But if you kind of bring some more love into it, you'll see fabulous results. So I really hope that helped you, Leo. I wish you all the best for the week. Beautiful. I don't know what you're creating, but it looks lovely. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.